So, my first question to you, I want you to talk to us a little bit about growing up in Brooklyn and catching the vibration of hip hop in the birthplace of hip hop.
Right.
What was that like for you?
You hear your parents play songs, play music in your home, right? And there was always a certain part of the record that would play that when that part came on, it was the groove, okay? And then one day, from my window, what was going on in the park, someone was playing that part of the record, the only part that I ever really wanted to hear. And that vibration, right, became hip hop because the DJ was catching the groove and just bringing that part back. And that vibration led to what we know as hip hop now today.
Wow. Now, there's a few things I need to get clear on. The word is that Marvin Gaye is a part of your family?
That's correct, brother. Yeah.
Let's talk about that a little bit. Tell me how how Marvin Gaye is connected to your family.
He's connected to my grandmother's, my father's mother, to that side of my family. You know, before my grandmother married my grandfather, which became a Turner. She was first a Gaye, last name being, and she would always, I never had the pleasure of meeting my cousin, but she would always tell me, stories, about, giving me the history of, who you are, where you come from, this is your family, and things of that nature,
Wow.
But I was kind of like too young to really understand then, what it really was until, really grew into it.
Yeah.
The understanding of what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a deep full circle moment, because an album like a What's Going On is
Right.
like a Wu-Tang Forever, in a lot of ways, right?
Right.
Now, the other thing I heard, Turner. I understand that there's another Turner.
Right.
There's a song we have called Take It Back by a king by the name Obasi. And the way he starts his lyric, he says, let me tell you about Nat. He had to fight back.
Right.
So, I'm messing his lyrics up, but
Right.
he starts off that. So are you a part of the Nat Turner family?
That's my grandfather's side, yeah.
I'm setting the stage, so I want you all to know who's in the room.
Yeah. It's my grandfather's side of things.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. How does that sit with you, knowing that?
Well, like I said, when you're young, you really don't understand these things. But then traveling through life, right? And growing into the man that I am today, some things start to make sense of why certain things wasn't important to me in life, like chasing the norm, and kind of pursuing things of knowledge of self and these cultural things of, culture in itself, a way of life, it always, resonated with me, where a lot of my friends, maybe it didn't, but that's because it's already a part of me. I didn't understand it then. I understand it totally now, of course, you know what I mean? But yeah.
Especially being in Medina.
And that's Brooklyn, right?
There was nowhere that you could go where
Nowhere.
somebody was not building, bringing
Indeed.
knowledge of self.
Indeed.
And so before I get to my Wu-Tang questions, when you started hanging out with Jizza, did you already have your knowledge of self?
Well, when I was 9 years old, I have a cousin, his name is Shabar, right? And he was 11 at the time. I'm 9 years old. Now, normally we meet at my grandmother's house, and it's a regular day. We're gonna flip baseball cards and possibly play a game of Skelly or something, right? But this particular day, I come to my grandmother's house and I call him by his government name, and he says to me, "Don't call me that no more. My name is Shabar B. Glorious, and the black man is God." I thought he was speaking Spanish. It blew. I'm 9 years old.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So that was my first introduction to the truth of knowledge of self. Now, through my travel, when I decided to begin to study self, my brother Allah Justice was a beautiful instructor, because he wasn't just building on it as far as verbally, he was living it. So I was, when you see someone do something, someone can tell you something, but when you see someone doing something, it resonates more. You see the understanding, because you can't give someone understanding. It has to be seen for self. You can give a man knowledge and wisdom. Understanding has to be seen in his own good time. Okay? So, he was a beautiful teacher and instructor because he was living it, true and living. And we started to build, and the rest is history as we started to travel.